Yeah,
It'd be kind of funny if the power went out right now.
that'd be cool. Just a massive blackout.
Oh my word.
Looters. Yeah, I know
I'm
you're...
introducing the show.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce the show?
Yeah. So, this song pops up, and
This is JJTI season 3 episode.
JJTI or something.
Season 3 episode 30.
James and Jordan squawk about stuff to the internet.
No, that's a different show that we do.
Squawk.
You would never do another one of these. You refuse.
Another podcast?
Yeah.
No, I said we can watch the shitty movies.
That's not a podcast.
That's a something. What is that, a react?
No.
Are we a reaction channel?
Commentary.
Commentary.
I would love to do reactions to trailers and stuff, but you get pissed off whenever I bring it up because you're like, man, don't spoil the movie. It's like, we have to talk about it.
Talk about what? The trailer for a movie?
Like when Barbie's trailer came out, I was explaining it to you because you don't watch the trailers that I send you.
No, I see trailers. I think that
Don't
a lot
even
of
try and
trailers are
deny it.
like too revealing.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying that we have to talk about them.
Some of the best movies I've ever seen have had the worst trailers.
I agree.
Like Oculus,
Witness.
amazing movie. The trailer makes it look like something I wouldn't want to see. Like if it looks like it's going to be like terrible based on the trailer, it's probably going to be good.
No.
And in my experience,
Did you watch the Morbius trailer?
not always. I'm talking about like something that doesn't.
I think 95% of the time, if it's a bad trailer, it's a bad movie. But that's just because 95% of movies are bad.
Well, no,
I don't think there's a good trailer out there.
I think, yeah, like the one for Oculus, because it's like all it is like showing images of mirrors, and it's like Oculus or something like that. It doesn't reveal anything, and you're like, wow, that looks stupid. And then I went to see it, and I was like,
wow, this is
I didn't
stupid.
see any of this coming because they didn't tell me anything in the trailer. Like, it should be not a full-length trailer. It should just be like a little promotional thing.
I think it should be the very final 2 minutes of the film.
I mean, if you look at trailers now, they're like almost 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
They
Well,
just
movies
show you
now
the
are like 3 hours long.
There was, yeah, well,
It's
I
a
watched
minute an hour.
I watched a trailer that literally, when it was done, I can't remember what it's for, some indie movie. And I went and I was reading the comments, and they were like, wow, it's great to have a full-length movie that's only 3 minutes long. Like, it literally just, the entire movie was just shown in 3 minutes.
That's not a new thing.
I guess it's because movies are so expensive, you don't want to, like, waste your money.
Well, that's the thing with Terminator 2, was they spent so much money on the T-1000 that they needed to show it off in the trailer.
Right.
But in doing that, you reveal that the T-1000 is the bad guy. Whereas if you watch the movie, you don't know that until that hallway scene where John Connor's running away from Robert Patrick, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger comes around the corner and he's got the box of roses and the shotgun, and he's crushing the roses, and it's like slow motion. Then he points the gun at John Connor, and you're like, oh man, what's gonna happen? And then he says, get down, and he shoots the T-1000, and it's liquid metal.
And that was in the trailer?
Yeah.
It
That
was
whole
that
thing.
you that's how you know he's the Terminator's
Because
good.
before that, you don't know, because he goes into that bar and he fucks all those dudes up. It's awesome. But Robert Patrick, he just shows up and he like punches that cop in the gut. And he sees dick. A little bit.
Yeah. Which one's? It's the second one where he throws a guy on the grill.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't remember. How does he get his? Oh yeah, he kissed the shit out of Game Over guy.
Bill Paxton?
How he gets his clothes? Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah. Game Over guy. I was what?
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
When Bill Paxton died.
Sad.
Good actor. They were like listing all the movies he was famous for, or not all of them, but like known for Aliens. I don't know, fucking whatever. And Terminator.
He's in the Abyss, right?
No, not in the Abyss.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Are you sure? Oh, I'm thinking Titanic.
Yes,
Okay.
he is a Titanic. He has that, he has that standoff with that old woman.
Yeah, they both have water in them.
Yep. Most of James Cameron's movies have water in them.
Name one.
Avatar 2, The
Other
Way of
than
Water.
Yeah.
Avatar 1.
I mean,
Where
I
he
guess
goes swimming.
there's going to be water in anything because it's kind of an unavoidable thing. I mean, unless it's like Dune.
There's
Is there water in Dune?
Yeah, because they fucking shit and piss in that suit and it turns it back into water.
Oh, and what?
Yeah.
That movie, I don't know what's
The
happening.
second part got delayed. Come out in March of next year.
Yeah, what happened with that? Because wasn't it supposed to come out like...
in November. None of the actors can promote the movie.
Oh, that's
because of the strike. So they're like, we're just going to wait this out. Because if none of the actors promote it, then we're not going to get anybody to go see it. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Which is fair enough. I mean, you know, they could just pay the writers and stuff. Like, if you look at it across the board, I saw this thing where if you look at what it was a chart of the different companies and then their revenue for the year, and then what the people were asking for, and then the percentage of their revenue that was what they were asking for, and it didn't go over 0.2%. Most of them were like 0.04%. It's like you can't do 0.25% of your $38 billion you've made this year
to pay writers.
To pay your writers, the people making the content you're making money on.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. Was there ever like a strike for like back when like physical copies of music actually sold?
Yeah.
The artists wouldn't really make much money off of that.
Correct. Yes.
Like I know bands that literally they made no money off of their CD sales.
I mean, the Beatles weren't making a ton of money for a long time. They got stuff like way later after they were really famous.
Yeah.
Like they weren't making a lot of money off of music sales. They were making money.
Well, Paul McCartney ended up they bought like their music back though.
Eventually,
so, yeah. Their catalog, and then Michael Jackson bought it.
Good guy, Michael Jackson. I hear.
You ever seen that interview?
Where
with Paul
McCartney's explaining the conversation he had with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He was like, you should keep the rights to your music, and Michael Jackson says, I'm gonna buy yours.
I'm gonna get yours.
And yeah, I think we've talked about it on the podcast.
Probably, yeah.
Paul McCartney, rich guy.
Yeah, how old is he now? Like
70s?
70s?
Late 70s? Hey Google, how old is Sir Paul McCartney?
You gotta add that sir in there.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
It's
but
the
I found something similar.
royal
Do you
government.
Did George Harrison go to Linda McCartney's funeral?
Yes.
What? Yes.
Did he?
We're waiting.
Linda McCartney's dead?
Yeah, she had like breast cancer. Like years ago.
Google? I think Google just died. Fine,
Yeah.
I'll look it up the old-fashioned way. Where's my phone?
It's probably because we don't credit Google for being our new Ashley.
Is that what that is?
Maybe we should put Google on the couch.
No.
And
Not gonna do that.
that's robotist. Is that a word?
I don't think so.
Hatred of robots or
Is it in Fifth Element?
I don't know. I guess you would just call that like a Luddite, right?
I don't know.
Somebody who doesn't like technology.
I think you call them Amish.
No, I mean that's
a common misconception, isn't it? He's 81.
81.
The Amish don't like technology, but it's not that they don't like technology. They just don't like technology that is like they like things that they have like a very specific purpose. Like
a car?
No, like they will use power tools sometimes, like a drill, instead of a hand turny thing, because it's like 1 billion times more efficient.
Yeah, they're good at building things, right?
They are.
Yeah.
As seen in Harrison Ford's Witness.
Never seen it.
Which is a good movie. You see the woman from Top Gun's boobs.
Okay, never seen Top Gun.
Didn't realize it was her because she looks completely different as an Amish woman instead of whatever the fuck she was in Top Gun, a flight
I have not seen either of these movies.
She's
I
not
don't
a
know.
flight instructor. She's
Anytime
like a
I see
mission
the cover
brief.
for Top Gun, I just think like I don't want to watch that, but I probably
not
should
good.
watch it.
It's
Is
not
it?
great.
No,
I don't like it. I mean,
it's very popular.
my opinion of movies is very different than
Yeah, you're a little
the
bit too harsh.
majority. I don't think I'm too harsh. I just think that when people like a thing that is just okay, but they push it so far and say that it's the greatest thing ever,
Well, people
it
say
makes
that about
me want to hate it.
people say that about Die Hard.
That's not true. People
It
get mad
is.
because you call it a Christmas movie. I don't think anybody disagrees that it's a. I don't think people are saying it's a bad movie. I think people are mad that you call it a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie.
Okay, well, I worked with somebody and I was like, I don't know. I don't know how this came across, but I was like, oh, you can get like a statue of Nakatomi Plaza. And then she was like, I hate that movie. She was like, my ex-boyfriend, that's all he talked about was Die Hard. Everything he talked about had to do with Die Hard. So,
I mean, yeah, I can see why that would be annoying.
if all I did was talk about Die Hard,
Yeah, I would hate Die Hard too.
you'd hate Die Hard 2, but not the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah, the sequel.
The one where he's on an airplane or something.
In an airport.
Something. I don't remember that one as well.
There, Robert Patrick's in that movie, I think. And then there's that guy who's doing like naked yoga karate at the beginning.
I don't remember
in
that
front of a
movie so
TV.
well.
And then there's some of the guns have blanks in them because John McClane is talking to the police chief and he's like, something's going on.
John McClane?
Yeah. Bruce Willis.
Who that's the name of who's the bad guy in the first one?
Hans Gruber.
I guess I mixed him up.
I mean, you always identified with Hans
I did like Hans.
over
He did
John
not
McClane.
have a German accent though. He
No.
did sometimes, I think.
he had a horrible American accent.
No, he's California.
Oh God. You're one of them. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I would change about that movie. It's at the very end when he's going to tape the gun to the back. Spoilers for Die Hard. When he's going to tape the gun to the back of his head. And there's a shot where he's like looking, he's trying to figure out what to do, and he has 2 bullets in his pistol. And he's looking around, and then it cuts to like a POV, and it's just the tape, and it like punches in on the tape. It's like, okay, I got it. I think it would have been better if it was always like he's looking around, and then you see his eyes stop, and then he sort of like maybe gets a little smile. And then it cuts to the next scene. And then, because you get that pan down shot.
I don't know what
of
you're talking about. This is not, I don't have Die Hard memorized.
I watched it like last weekend.
Okay, well, I did not.
That's
The last time I watched it was with you.
It was red
And it
when I
was
started
red.
it too.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it like an?
Because it was the same exact thing. Where I was watching it and I
we
was
need
like,
we need to look that up.
what is
If
happening?
anybody else has experienced the red Die Hard,
And it got to the scene where
no other movie does that.
it's because the sun's setting for like the first half of that movie.
All right,
But
keep talking. I'm gonna
was
get to the
on
bottom
streaming.
of this.
And it was the same thing where he got into the Nakatomi Plaza and he walked up to the desk and he started talking to that guy. And it was the same scene where you mentioned, is this movie red? And I had the same thought of, wait, is Die Hard red?
Okay, I don't think anyone's experienced it. All I'm getting is apparently there's a car battery called Die Hard Red,
Nice.
which we could go buy at Advanced Auto Parts.
How much is it?
Oh, 5-star rating, by the way.
It's a good rating.
Um,
Out of 5 stars or out of 10?
it's on sale right now for $129.99.
Okay, that's pretty expensive for a car battery.
That's pricey. That's a bit more than the $60
Yeah.
shit ones you can get at Walmart,
I think
right?
mine was 85 when I had to replace it.
I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to maybe have a backup battery just chilling in the car.
No, because that wouldn't help you.
Why?
Because you wouldn't be recharging. It would slowly be losing charge over time.
Yeah, that's true. I think it
so
would be kind of cool.
The alternator wouldn't be.
Yeah, whatever. What I was thinking is like I'd like to have a full on survival kit in the back of my car.
I have a little bag with like spare clothes and some stuff in it.
The boots, like in the wintertime I do that, but it'd be nice to have like flares, a flare gun,
regular gun,
a rifle as well,
a couple boxes of ammo,
some tasers, pepper spray,
couple Bowie knives,
some
machete.
non-perishable food, machete, of course. That's in case you ever break down in the jungle.
Right.
You're gonna have to cut through some stuff.
Obviously. You could also use it as a snow shovel.
And also one of those alien blankets, the silver.
Yep.
The you know what I'm talking about.
The Mylar.
The little
sheets,
thermal blanket things. Yeah. One of those.
Yep.
I don't know where you buy those.
Probably
but,
Amazon.
Yeah, I can probably get all this offline.
I have one of those in my health kit in my car. My little.
But I kind of want to be seen purchasing all this stuff because I want people to think that I am one of those people.
Mm-hmm. Someone who's prepared.
Yeah. Like somebody at work brought this thing up. I might be one of these people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He said like, oh, people are freaking out because they think that everything's going to be digital as far as currency goes.
Nope.
They're going to get rid of cash.
Nope.
He's watching these. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope.
And then I was like, oh, well, I always keep like cash on me, like hidden, like hundreds of dollars just
up your butt.
ready. Yeah. Inside me at all times in a capsule.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I guess I'm one of those people. I was like, what if something happens? I want to have like some cash laying around.
That's not thinking that all currency is going to go digital.
I don't know what it was. I didn't bother to look up these videos.
That's just being prepared. Like there's a difference.
Yeah. So I'm not one of those people.
No.
Okay, that's
having good. Like a couple cans of food.
Right.
Is in like a closet somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Does not make you like the Y2K. Aliens are going to destroy the world and we're all going to nuclear war. That's just like if the power goes out and you're snowed in, you'll have something to eat.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like the Y2K people.
Yeah, it's like, it's common sense. You should have the ability to make heat and food.
Yeah, this guy had like this is after 2000, of course. This guy had like he was showing off his bunker. And they were like, so do you regret building all this? He was like, no, not really.
It'd be cool.
It is kind of cool. It was like buried. He had like fucking like 6 months worth of non-perishable food like stored up.
I think it'd be cool just from like the engineering challenge it would present. Because you'd have to think about so many problems, potential problems. Like, what do you do if the air is contaminated? So you have to have an air filtration system. Well, what if that breaks? Well, you need air. So you need a way to clean the air no matter what. So you need to like have multiple backups.
Yeah.
And, like all this stuff. Like that would be fun.
That was something you used to talk about with a friend, but it wasn't like we actually thought something was going to happen. It was just like, wouldn't that be cool to just build this?
Yeah, it'd be like a challenge.
Yeah. But it's sort of, Have you ever seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Yes. It's one of my favorite movies.
Really? I love that movie.
That's great.
Yeah.
John Goodman's a really good actor.
Now, do you think he was crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He melted a guy in a vat of acid.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler. That scene, I saw that in theaters.
I didn't.
Okay, the scene where she finally gets out and you're like, oh, everything's fine. And then you just hear...
The alien show up?
Yeah. And then it starts running. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like sweating.
Yeah.
It was intense.
And then she built and threw a Molotov cocktail while she was being eaten by the alien guy. That movie was absolutely not a sequel to
it's
Cloverfield.
not.
It was just a different movie, and then they put aliens at the end.
I think it's not a sequel.
It's like a spiritual successor or something.
I think it's supposed to be that it's all in the same
Well,
universe.
they made another one, right? In space?
I don't think
Cloverfield Paradox?
What?
Particle? Something.
Was that in theaters?
I don't know.
It's probably terrible.
I did not hear great things, which is why I didn't watch it. Because I tried watching the first one.
It's not a sequel.
I didn't enjoy it.
They straight up said it's not a sequel. Like, it has nothing to do with that movie.
The Cloverfield Paradox, 2018. Orbiting
2018.
above an Earth on the brink of catastrophic energy wars, scientists test a dangerous device that could provide unlimited power but also runs the risk of creating a terrifying paradox, leaving them face to face with a dark alternate reality. Sounds like a Spider-Man villain.
So these movies are not related to each other at all.
No.
It's just this one address experiences a lot
What's
of
going on?
alien activity.
Well, why was it called
It's sort of like 10
Cloverfield?
Cloverfield.
in the first one?
I don't know. Was the name of the city?
Was it? I thought it happened in New York.
I don't know.
Because
That movie
don't you
was
see
dumb.
the Statue of Liberty?
All I saw was a bunch of stuff getting destroyed by some kind of creature.
I don't even know, because it's a found footage movie.
Yeah.
Which I hate found footage movies.
It's a hit and a miss.
I just don't like them. I've never seen the Blair Witch Project.
That's, I
'Cause I
think, what started it.
Don't care.
And they marketed that like it was real, and
Yeah.
people actually
It's like a
believed it.
website. They made this whole
Yeah.
lore thing
It's
about
actually
it.
kind of. It's more cool about how they went about.
Yeah, it's an interesting
marketing it.
idea.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of making a movie with just like,
Yeah, that's cool.
like people are shooting movies on iPhones and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
And it's, like anybody can make a movie.
Yeah.
Which is scary, but also
Well,
really cool.
There's some documentaries that I think are cool, like the what is that? What's the ship that rolled over on its side?
The Titanic.
Not the Titanic. The Carna
the
something.
Carnival
Cardano,
the cruise line?
Yeah.
Geez, how long was it?
That was a while.
Like 10 years?
Anyway, there's a
The one that was like, the captain was totally fucked.
yeah, he got off the ship and they were like, get back on there right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And he was like, can't. Yeah, no, there's a documentary you should check out.
He's my hero.
I can't remember. It's the Costa Carna something, right?
I don't remember.
Frig is the name of that ship. Anyway,
It was like 8.
so it's all shot on this, like they were on vacation. So
Yeah.
he had his camera. So most of it's just this one guy's footage of everything going down. But it's like a really cool documentary, like no narration or anything. It's just start to finish what this family experienced. And it's like wild. Like the ship's just like plates and shit's like falling down. And like, it's pretty cool though.
I was on a
Highly recommend
cruise.
it.
I was on a cruise once.
And the ship rolled over.
No, it came pretty damn close.
Really? What happened?
We went through some fucking rough seas,
Oh shit.
like 30-foot waves.
I would probably be scared.
We had a little porthole in our room because we were in the shitty room.
The
Where
poor
you-
people area,
You don't have like the balcony. You just have like
where like the
one window.
peasants were in Titanic.
Yeah, it was like no, probably like a step above them. We are Irish though, so
They put you in the basement.
we were in the coal room,
Right, of course.
shoveling the coal. We didn't even get to sleep in the coal room. We were working, but it was like one of those deals, like kids ride free or like half off tickets or something. Because we would never pay full price for a cruise. We've always just gone when there's deals.
What do the luxury cruise areas look like? Like, do they have like super, super nice rooms and then like
yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's like being in a small city.
wow. I've never been on a cruise ship.
It's fun for like 2 hours. And then you realize that you're just trapped with all these people for days.
You don't go to dinners and
No, you do, but
Yeah.
it's just like if you're there and there's like a group of rowdy people, you just can't get away from them.
I would probably like those people.
I guess some of them get pretty obnoxious, but if you can get like, because I went when I was like 14, so I couldn't get trashed. But if you got like a drink package and you could just get sloshed, fuck yeah. Throwing up over the side, puking on dolphins. It's really impressive, cruise ships nowadays. Like, there's fucking everything. Like, there's a circus. They do
Water park.
like there's water parks, there's golf ranges.
Golf ranges?
You can
How do you fit all this inside of a ship? Like
the ships are really fucking big.
They are pretty big.
But the ship I was on, this is like over a decade ago. We would look out the porthole and you would see just ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and then it would roll back and you would see just sky.
Could you feel the movement?
Oh yeah.
Do they
you
just
would
tell
like
you to
walk
stay?
along the wall.
What do? They like tell
plates
you
were
that-
like flying off everything.
What do they do? Like, how do they keep people calm?
The captain was like, "Yeah, shit's just gonna kind of be fucked for a little while."
And that's his like word to word.
No. He was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna get through it. Be through it in 5 hours."
5 hours of that.
People were throwing up everywhere. Like literally, we went to dinner and they were just like, plates would go everywhere. People would scream. It would like sort of even out a little bit. They'd reset all the tables and then 15 minutes later.
That sounds like fun.
Like it was pretty fun. I had a great time because I don't get motion sick
Right.
for the most part. Like if I'm reading a book or something, it has to be a very specific circumstance. Like I have to be trying to read in low light. Like I already have to be straining.
Yeah, if you're trying to
Or
focus
something.
on one thing and you're moving,
Yeah.
it's different.
But if I'm just walking, totally fine. Never had an issue. But it's like, why wouldn't you I solve every single problem right now. Have the plates be made of metal and have little magnets on the bottom of all the stuff. You know what I mean? Like
it's not very luxurious, though,
You can make it luxurious.
I guess. But like, wouldn't the food fall off the plate?
Well, which would you rather clean up? A steak off the floor or a bunch of shattered porcelain?
We need to have magnetic pieces in the steak.
Well, there's iron in the steak.
So will it stick to the plate?
Yeah, you can't lift your watches and your rings and everything get stuck to the table. But yeah, cruises are fun if you're...
Are you allowed to go on the deck if it's like that, or do they say no?
No, they close that stuff off.
Can you go all the way up to like the front of the ship, like in Titanic?
Mhm.
Is it scary?
They usually have a hot tub up there, so you can hang out at the hot tub.
In the hot tub.
It's usually pretty empty because it's super windy at the front. So there's nobody up there, and there's like waves in the hot tub. So you just hang out there, get cranked.
Have you ever seen like their response if somebody falls over?
No.
That's pretty wild.
Just fucking leave them.
No, they have the little, not infrared, but the thing that we pop up in your white when they film.
What?
To detect like heat sources, but it's like white when they scan the ocean. It's like infrared shit.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll like scan everything and find you, and then they send this little boat out and they pick you up.
Yeah.
I was watching a whole thing about this woman who was she was probably had a little bit too many Chardonnays.
Yep.
And she thought she was gonna sit on the windowsill, and she fell off the cruise ship.
Yeah, that's a stupid thing to do.
And she was terrified, understandably, because it was nighttime.
Yep.
You can't see anything.
Yep.
But their response to it was like pretty rapid. Like they just came out and picked her up.
Well, they're gonna get their asses sued off if they.
Come on. She was sitting in the window.
Yeah,
I mean,
but there's wrongful death. Like you should have.
yeah, that's true. I mean, they do make it so in a hotel you can't open the window after a certain point.
Yeah.
So no one jumps out.
Yeah.
Falls out. You'd think they'd have that on a cruise line.
Yeah, I mean, if they started locking people in, they'd get more complaints.
Well, you can
And-
still open them a little bit, just not enough for somebody to fall out.
99. Well, you can just go out on the deck. So I mean,
Fall off the deck? How
I mean-
easy is that?
pretty difficult. The railing's like over waist high.
Okay.
Like you'd have to climb up. I
Like,
don't think there's any
yeah.
way that you could trip over it. You know what I mean? Like you would have to be leaning over it and have your feet off the ground. You would have to really be trying, I think.
No one would ever like throw you off or anything.
I mean, you could, but I mean, it's like it's taller than the backs of these couches. Like you're not,
But then it's just straight down.
you might hit another deck.
Would I enjoy a cruise? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it would
Do you
depend
think
on how
that
much
I
you
would
could
like
drink.
it?
I think it would
Completely
depend on how much you
sober,
could
would
drink.
I like it?
Probably not. Like I said, you would probably enjoy it for the first little bit, but then you get tired of it pretty quickly.
Would I feel like I was trapped?
Yes. How can you not?
I do love being out at the ocean, though.
It's cool, but it's like the things that I would like about it. Like I would love for them to turn all the lights off and just look at the stars.
Oh my, yeah, that would be cool.
But they're not going to do that because people are going to fucking walk into walls and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure there's a switch somewhere you can hit.
oh, I've seen it. Because they turned them all off when we went on a different cruise to Hawaii for my mom's 50th birthday. There was an active volcano, like, way out, and they turned all the lights off so you could see it.
Sweet.
Because it wasn't like a spewing volcano. It was just like an oozing volcano. So I know it can be done.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I'm not really interested in going to a fucking water park on the ocean. You know what I mean?
Well, they take you to places, right?
Yeah, but you show up and you get there and you get like a day.
And if you're not back on time,
you have to be
gone.
back on at a certain time.
So you never got off the ship.
No, well, some people didn't, but it's impossible to go on a 5 or 6 day cruise somewhere from here. Like, we only went to Bermuda and Hawaii. Bermuda, you get there and you had 2 days there, but you didn't show up until noon on the first day, and you had to be back on the ship by 5 p.m. the next day before we left. Or we were leaving at 5 and you had to be on by 3 or something. So it's like you get 28 hours and you have to sleep for 8 of those because they make you get back on in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't like fuck around until 10 p.m. Like, you have to be back on by like 7.
7 at night?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't even enjoy any nightlife?
Yeah.
It's probably so nobody gets like hammered and then like,
Correct. Yes.
doesn't get back on the boat.
Gets shanked.
So if they leave, what you're done. That's just,
yeah, you're fucked.
You have to find your own way back.
You might not even have your passport. I don't even know if you have to take your passport off the boat.
They got an embassy there?
Yeah, I think so.
So you go there, right?
Yeah, it's like
they issue
the people on the island will get you off that island.
Yeah, they have
they don't care.
They have
they'll find a way.
Temporary passports you can get. I think they're like purple. You ever heard of those?
Nope. Never needed one.
I watched a lot of travel channel stuff on YouTube. There's like my favorite YouTuber. He does these travel videos, but they're really good. But
your favorite YouTuber was Mr. Beast.
No, I don't. Mr. Beast? No. There's this guy named Luke Corns, and his videos are like really cool. And he only puts them out if he like is like feeling it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't, so his videos only come out like, you might get one every like 3 months, but he used to be like one of like the top YouTubers because he knew the formula.
Yep.
And you know how like a lot of those people have like teenage girls, it's like that's their main viewing thing. Like, he used to do those stupid challenge type videos, and he just stopped doing that, and he was like, I don't like doing this. And then he like lost like the money that he was making, all that, and now he just only does the stuff that he's passionate about. His channel's super cool though. Yeah, seriously, check it out.
No, I refuse.
If you like travel stuff, this dude named Luke Corns, best travel channel on YouTube, hands down.
I bet
my
there's
favorite
a better
channel.
one.
If you can find me a better one, show it to me. I like a lot of different channels, but this one he doesn't do like, he just finds people and hangs out with them, like mingles with the people. So it's not like vacation type channels. It's just like,
which we discussed yesterday.
Yeah.
You hate vacation.
I don't hate vacation.
You hate vacationing.
There's
you like to travel.
traveling around and like mingling with the people in a non-touristy area, and then vacationing is like you go to these touristy places. You don't really get to see the actual,
Vegas.
you know, which is fine. Like, it's fun.
No,
it's nice to be
I
kind of
disagree. I hate that
touristy stuff.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I do too.
Pisses me off.
But I mean,
I don't want to go to an overcrowded beach with a bunch of dickheads.
I think if something has like a historical like meaning, you know, like some kind of monument or something, it's fine to go see that, even if it's just a touristy type thing. But
like the Jesus statue in Brazil.
Yeah, but I'd want to see that and then be like, okay, let's just do whatever you guys normally do. Like, you don't have to bring me around to all this stuff.
Right.
It's like when my friends from Germany come, it's like my mom brought them all to like we went to Bar Harbor and all that shit. Like, she'll bring people to all those places, but for the most part, they were just doing whatever we did, like just hanging out, you know.
Going to a grocery store.
Which my friend actually said he liked that. He was like, yeah, there's all this, when people think of Maine, they think of all this like tourist stuff, vacation land. And he was like,
I
but
think
it's
that
kind of
when
cool that you
people
guys
think
just
of
live
Maine,
here.
they go, where?
Canada. No, the Maine lobster and shit like that.
People don't know what we
famous.
do up here.
No, they don't, because they think
They
it's just
they know the lobster and moose.
the lobster and the moose.
We're basically Canada, but
Yeah.
we have worse healthcare.
Yeah, that's true. I was told
Um,
when I got my insurance, they gave me my card, and this guy said, "It's shit. Don't ever get hurt." And I was like, "Okay, try not to.
I'm still on my parents' insurance for another 3 years.
Don't like stay on it
Yeah,
as long as you possibly can."
absolutely. I'm gonna get like 4 pairs of glasses right before.
Anything you need, just get it now.
Break my leg.
Any
checkup.
injuries you think you might receive,
Get 'em
basically
out of the way.
do whatever you want right now.
Oh yeah.
If you think it's dangerous, and then play it safe. After you're what, 25?
26.
26 now?
Yeah.
I think it was 25.
Thanks, Obama.
Or it used to be.
Speaking of Obama, you want to talk about the big news, Jordan? To deal with former presidents of the United States of America?
Obama's mugshot.
Because we found out that he wasn't born in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever see that video of him presenting to somebody or like some Congress thing or whatever, and he's like, I have a video of my birth, and it's the Lion King clip of them holding up Simba, and it cuts off, and he goes, "I'd like to specify to all these people over here that is a joke."
What? That actually happened?
I think so. But we got to see Trump's little mugshot.
And it's not even a bad mugshot.
I've seen worse.
No. Like, there's already t-shirts being made out of it. And I mean, I'm not really a big Trump fan, but I do think it is a badass looking mugshot. Not gonna lie. It's a cool mugshot. I'll give him that.
When you get arrested, you're gonna do it in a suit.
Because he kind of has that, like, that kind of angry look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people, they get their mugshot and they just look like
sad
or like methed
High.
out. Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Do you get a mugshot for everything you go to jail? It's a jail thing, right? Not a prison thing. What is a mugshot?
It's when you go through like booking. I don't know.
Like if I vandalize, if they caught me spray painting something, would I get a mugshot?
No, I don't think so. I
But
think
if
that's like a misdemeanor.
Killed somebody,
You would get a mugshot.
I would get a mugshot.
Oh yeah.
So where does the mugshot begin in the level of crime?
I don't know.
Drug dealing, you get a mugshot.
Might depend on your age or something. Who knows?
Drug taking, you get a mugshot.
Because with vandalism, all I've ever seen is like they'll take like an officer and they'll like, but this might just be if you're underage. I don't know. But they just like stand there and like watch you clean the thing that you vandalized. I've seen that before.
Like arson. Do you get a mugshot for arson?
Oh, most definitely. I don't know. I mean, if
How
you
do
set
mugshots
someone's
work?
house on fire,
Well, I was thinking like,
what are you saying? Arson? Like, what do you?
well, there's different levels of arson. There's like burning a house down, but then there's also like burning a fence. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Like when people set fire to woods,
Want me to type in, does everyone get a mugshot?
type in when do I get a mugshot?
All right. When
Just
do
call
I?
911 and see what they say.
We could email them.
Can
Right?
you email 911?
You can not 911. There's like non-emergency. Like you can contact
Well, yeah.
like a sheriff or something.
You can just call the police station.
I don't know if they would be okay with that. I feel like they would think that was a waste of time.
I have a feeling that is the least waste of time per call they get. You know what I mean? I feel like they get huge waste of time.
Um. Um.
I think we have to enroll in the police academy.
Yeah, so it's if you get, I guess you can get thrown in jail and not go through booking or something. Like if you were just like intoxicated out in public,
Right.
they just scoop you up and throw you in like
the drunk tank.
the drunk tank. And then I think they let you out, but you don't have to like go to court or anything. I don't know.
They didn't make Rambo take a mugshot, did they?
So it's if you go through booking, but I don't know what gets you to booking.
So that's a standard booking
Yeah.
procedure, though. Okay.
So, but I don't know. I know somebody who said they didn't have to go through booking, but he had to go to jail for a few days. I don't know. I've never really been arrested, but if I get arrested, I'll let you know.
Can you send me a text? Can you use your one phone call to let me know?
I don't think the one phone call even exists.
I bet it does.
I don't know. I think it's
in every movie ever. It has to exist.
Do you get a one phone call?
They have to let you contact somebody.
Yeah, I think they do.
I know the chalk outline isn't a real thing.
Yeah, that would contaminate the site.
Have you seen the Reno 911 episode where like the mayor, somebody related to the mayor is missing and they find his car out in the middle of nowhere, and then they're like, a helicopter shows up and it's the FBI, and he walks over to it and he's like, "Is this your car?" Like he's just an idiot. And they're like, "No, we know who was kidnapped. This is his car." And he's like, "All right, I want to get the fire department up here. I want to wash all this dirt off. It's hiding evidence."
So you get a phone call, but not just one. It says this is a Hollywood myth that you only get one phone call after arrest.
So how many phone calls
Which
do you
is
get?
like when you get, I don't know, once every once in a while. You know how they go to the window with the visitors?
That's different. Because the one phone call is supposed to be...
We're just going to have to get one of us and
I think so.
out.
We're going to have to go through the process. Well, we need to get arrested for like different levels of things.
Like, what should we do? Like,
well, yeah, I think one of us should start with like petty vandalism, work our way up, and then one of us should just go straight to murder. Well, because that's the thing, is if you get caught doing something bad and then they let you go, and then you get caught doing something slightly worse, they're going to come down harder on you than if you had just done the thing that was slightly worse, right?
Well, this is Augusta, and I don't want to get addicted or anything, but how would you feel about getting some cocaine?
I'll do heroin.
And doing it off of a police cruiser's car?
Well, we have to sell. I think that we need to get into the drug trade. We need to start selling drugs, get caught selling drugs.
Well, no, because that's even worse. See, if you just have possession, I think it's like 6 months.
But if we get addicted to the drugs, then nobody's gonna let us sell the drugs.
We're not gonna. Well, selling them would be worse than just doing them in front of.
So I think you should do them,
officer.
and I'll sell them. I'll sell them to you, and we'll see who gets more trouble.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
No, don't do them.
Unless they're prescribed by a doctor.
Even then, you can still abuse that stuff.
Yes.
But
I'm saying that abuse is not your fault.
And I mean, if you want to see...
Because the doctor told you to.
If you want to see what drugs do to people, just walk down the street in Augusta one day.
Yeah.
Just take a stroll through the...
Or most major cities.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm just talking if you're
a local.
A local, yeah.
Are you assuming that most of our fan base is local? Do you want to look up our analytics?
No, didn't we have somebody from Finland?
Yeah, somebody from Finland commented. I don't know if they're a regular listener.
I don't think any of them are regular listeners.
No,
I think
we
we
have
just
like
get
7.
Is that all people we know?
Most of them. We've got 97% of our audience is American.
97%.
2%. Do you want to guess our next highest country? Do you want to know? Do you want to guess what it is?
I think my friend in Germany's listened to some of these.
So the next one is Germany.
Okay, so that would be like
that would be your one
that's
friend.
That's my friend in Germany.
Maybe one of their friends that they tricked.
He liked the episode with the What was that song?
You've got me.
No,
burdened.
no.
That's their most popular episode.
You don't remember that? Yeah.
See that?
Seabat. Yeah.
The next one, less than 1% United Kingdom. Next one is Sweden, Malaysia, Switzerland.
Malaysia?
Yeah. Canada, Philippines.
Philippines.
India, Mexico, Israel.
Wow.
The fuck are you doing in Israel listening to this shit?
I don't know.
Australia.
Didn't you say something about
Austria.
Israel at one point?
Probably.
Yeah, because we ate that thing.
The hummus thing?
I don't
Like
know.
that weird fudge that tasted like caterpillars, you said?
No, we ate something else. Oh, gefilte fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's something that tasted like carrots.
Yeah.
Fish is the new carrots.
Ugh, that was gross.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it wasn't like,
of
it
our
wasn't
audience is on
terrible. It just
Spotify.
wasn't that good. Ugh.
Fucking 75% of our audience is age 28 to 34.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
28 to 34.
I think that we should really aim for the 18 to 22 demographic. We have less than 1% in 0 to 17. I think we gotta start doing more
if
toy
you want
reviews.
a younger audience, you just gotta follow the formula.
I'm
which
not
is
very
obnoxious.
good. I'm not very good at following.
Just watch any of those big YouTube channels. If it's annoying to you,
Yep.
a younger person is going to like it.
Well, that's why I'm constantly trying to do things that annoy you, but you won't let me.
Yeah, because I don't want to be one of those people.
I'm trying to follow the formula.
The ones
Jordan,
that are
you're
like,
blocking me.
Smash the subscribe button for a chance to win $500,000 or, you know, those people.
If
Yeah.
you subscribe, you'll get a chance of getting some garbage content.
If you
posted to
subscribe,
your
we will
fucking
send
shit.
you a package of Jolly Ranchers.
JJTI does not endorse this.
I endorse
sponsorship.
it. I will buy the Jolly Ranchers and I will mail them to you.
You have to contact us through Patreon, though. I'm not doing it for free. You have to give us $1.
One subscription equals Jolly Rancher.
You're paying
If you think about it, you're getting a package of Jolly
$5
Ranchers.
for a subscription.
How much do they cost? Like $2.99?
Yeah, but you gotta pay for shipping.
Well, I'm covering that.
I know, that's what I'm
So
saying.
they're getting $1 off a package of Jolly Ranchers. See, that's the younger, because you got to use candy.
Take your parents' credit card, type it into
that's
patreon.com/JJTI. We gotta start doing some scams.
This whole thing seems like a scam to
No, we
me.
gotta start doing some of those real scams where you sell like the Logan Paul merch, where it's like, you know, you only pay a penny, but it's $15 for shipping or whatever.
Oh, is that what that guy's doing?
Yeah, the fucking that Drew Gooden video that he did 4 years ago, or
I
whatever.
haven't seen any of his stuff recently.
He did one on Drew Gooden.
He's got like gray hair now.
He did one on whether or not playing Guitar Hero made you better at guitar.
I don't know, but my friend that plays guitar very well was also extremely good at Guitar Hero.
He said, Drew Gooden said at the end of it was, it made him better at using his left hand.
Yeah.
Because he's right-handed.
That communication.
So he was more, his hand was more able to move and bend and stuff. He was more flexible. And then it was also like a good warm-up, he said. Because it got you sort of excited
Yeah.
about playing the guitar. It made him want to practice more. So
It's cool.
get a Guitar Hero, I guess. We went on a little adventure yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We went to Bull Moose.
Bull Moose.
Jordan, what did you buy?
I bought 2 Live Crew's most popular album, double platinum, called Nasty As You Wanna Be.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring my favorite song, called Me So Horny.
Yep.
And James took the CD from me, and he's keeping it in his car because he thought it was like, he told me it was like one of the best things you've ever heard in your life.
Don't think that part happened. I think it was thrust upon me, and I used that word very deliberately.
Yeah.
And shoved into my center console along with my Spinal Tap Smell the Glove CD.
Yeah,
which is an infinitely better album in my opinion.
Now, the thing with this album is it was banned It was
Spinal Tap was banned in Kmart and Sears
nice.
because of the cover. Did you know that?
In real life?
No.
Okay, I was about to say. Basically, this is a real life Spinal Tap.
They're not as funny
Two
as
Live
Spinal
Crew.
Tap.
Anyway, it's so like there's actually like a guy who got arrested because he was selling the album in his music store
Nice.
in like 89 or whatever.
Summer of '89.
But by doing all this, it just made people want to go out.
Obviously,
and
yeah.
buy
It's
the
like
album.
banning books.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing. You can
And then
do.
once you get your hands on it and start listening to it, it's just ridiculous.
It's stupid.
Like it's just like, why would you ban this? Like this
Yeah,
is just
it's
fun.
fucking
It's funny.
dumb.
You should listen to the track on that called "Get the Fuck Out of My
I want
House."
you to know I'm never gonna listen to that CD again.
It's called "Get the Fuck Out of My House." It's pretty great.
I would rather drive many hours in silence.
No, that's the type of thing you put on when it is silent and you have a group of people
On a first date.
in your car. Yeah, or just a group of people in your car early in the morning, probably trying to sleep. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just put that on.
Right. What did I buy, Jordan?
You bought a VHS. Why is it not on the? Why is it in the corner?
Because that's starting a new row.
Oh, for VHS.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a player?
I might put
That's
my
the thing
PS5
is-
on top of it.
Well,
A good VHS player is still really expensive though.
like how much?
Like $800
$800
for
for
a
that?
really good.
Just get a shitty one.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
Well,
that a
here's
good
the thing: is like
VCR
if you want to
expensive.
find bad movies, your best bet is to find VHS tapes. Because I've seen some stuff at Goodwill before that
yeah?
looks like bad. Like there was one that I saw and I always wanted to watch it. I think it was just called The Shark. And it was like clearly came out after Jaws did.
No.
And they were just trying. Like
Do you think it was as suspenseful as Jaws?
no, I don't see like the picture on it was like a sand tiger, which have like I don't think ever attacked people.
Aren't those the ones that aren't that big?
They're big, but they
Yeah,
don't
but
really.
I mean, there's a great white shark, and then there's like.
Oh yeah, they're not nearly as intimidating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Basically, like there was, like you're more of a threat to them, and I'm not even talking about like climate or anything like that. Like there's this.
You're saying I could get in a tank with one of these and choke it out.
if
And
no,
maybe,
I'm just if
maybe
you
I'd lose a hand.
there was a thing on Shark Week one day where it was, this guy was an inexperienced diver, like killed one by mistake or whatever, and like if one of them dies, they all go away and they never return to that spot.
Nice.
So
I wish ants were like that.
yeah, really.
How
would
come
be too
more
bad.
animals didn't develop that?
I think it's like the smell of the, like a lot of times if like a shark smells another shark that's like dying, sometimes they go away. It was like a
But
Not really a
I bet I could
proven
clean that up.
theory, but yeah.
Just get a vacuum in there. What do you do if you kill them all? Like, if you just create a circle right around all of them with dead ones, and then you just make the circle smaller and smaller and smaller. What would they do?
I don't know how you could possibly pull that off. I mean,
theoretical. Talking theoretical physics here.
I don't know.
Oppenheimer. This is why he went crazy and almost killed his professor. It's because he was thinking about shark circles.
Right. He was a marine biologist as well, right?
I fucking no idea.
You think he's ever been to the ocean? Do you think he's ever seen a shark?
Are you talking about Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
I think he's dead, so I don't think he's seen much of
No,
anything.
but do you think he ever saw a shark?
I don't think he
in
knows
the-
the ocean exists.
Yeah, I mean, he was from the time period where they were just like killing sharks.
He was
left
so
and
up
right.
his own ass about fucking New Mexico.
Yeah, he had a big ego.
Yep.
I want to see his mugshot.
Dickhead.
He's a cool guy.
Was he?
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Cheated on his wife a lot.
With only like,
3 women?
was it 3?
Well, there was the blonde woman. There was
Well, didn't
his
he?
original side piece.
Well, didn't he cheat
And then he cheated on somebody else with her.
with? I thought he cheated on her with his current wife.
No.
There was a lot of cheating.
Yes.
And also
he was banging that communist chick.
Mhm.
And then
And then she killed herself.
well, she was maybe murdered.
She was being murdered.
Well, there's a shot in the movie. You didn't catch that?
No, what?
There's a shot where they're like reminiscing about it or whatever, and it's like her holding herself under the water, and then it cuts, and then it cuts back, and there's somebody holding her head under the water with like the classic black gloves.
No, I don't remember that.
And then it cuts back, and then it cuts back again, and it's her just sort of. Apparently, people didn't notice this, but that was very heavily implied that she may have been murdered.
Look, there was a lot going on in that.
I saw people talking about how they missed it. I was like, how the fuck did you miss it?
I missed it.
I don't know how. It was like 3 or 4 seconds of a man holding a woman underwater.
Or maybe I just forgot about it. I don't know.
So he was banging her,
Uh-huh.
and then he cheated on her, maybe with the blonde woman. We don't know. But definitely with the other woman that he got pregnant immediately. And then he broke up with her, the first woman, the communist. And then he cheated on his wife with the communist. And maybe also the blonde woman. And maybe some other people, we're not sure.
I bet you a lot of wild stuff was going down.
Do you think he had like an 18-inch penis?
I don't think that's possible.
I've seen videos.
It's not. That's not possible.
There's forced perspective, do you think? Peter Jackson's Lord of the Dick Rings.
I don't want to talk about Oppenheimer's penis.
I bet Oppenheimer would want to talk about Oppenheimer's penis.
If he were here, maybe.
Do you think we can get his corpse on the podcast?
What do you accept? Yeah. I don't know.
Where's
Where's he
his
buried?
fee is?
Where's he buried?
Probably somewhere. Where's fucking Werner von Braun buried?
I don't know.
There's this whole thing with the flat earthers about his tombstone. About how
What?
the inscription on his tombstone is like, oh, it was him admitting to the world that the earth is flat. I'm not kidding. Hold on.
Werner von Braun.
Werner von
He was probably just a troll.
Braun tombstone. Here we go. Oh yeah, r/conspiracy. Here we go. It's a Bible verse. Nobody is. The heavens hold on. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth.
Yeah.
SHEWETH. Sheweth.
What?
His handiwork. So the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork. So I think that the flat earthers are saying that the firmament is like the grape skin. That's the dome.
The dome.
The dome over the flat earth. So because it's in the Bible, that means it's true. And because Werner von Braun said it on his thing, he thinks the earth is flat. Because it has the word firmament in it. Because people didn't talk different 2,000 years ago. You know?
Well, that's something I'll just log away.
Yeah, now you know that the flat earthers think that Werner von Braun believed the earth was flat. That dude was a Nazi.
He was a Nazi.
Good for him.
Nazi.
What do we have anything else to talk about? I feel like I had a list. Let me check my list. Now I have that in my search history. All right. My computer broke.
Yeah, that's old news.
No, it's new news because it happened on
If it repeatedly
Friday.
keeps happening.
No, it's different. The GPU broke.
The GPU?
Yeah, the graphics card.
Well, what are you doing with this thing? Just throwing it around?
No.
Sounds like you need a new computer.
I need a new graphics card. It's gonna be like $500 minimum.
What do you do? Just like download way too much stuff and
No.
just break everything?
I was playing Kerbal Space Program
And it broke.
and it just shut off, but I could still hear everything.
Did you restart it?
Yeah,
Did it not work?
no. So
Did you restart it again?
I validated it by taking it out, plugging a different graphics card in, using all the same cables, and it worked. So I know it's not the slot or the cables. Then I tried it in a different computer. That's why that one was fucked up, because I took everything out to put that graphics card in. It's broken.
Well, how much are those?
It was like $1,300 when I bought
Holy fuck.
when I bought it 4 years ago. Buying them now, that graphics card now refurbished is $700. Still, a new graphics card from like this generation is $1,000. Between $1,000 and $1,600.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so if everybody could subscribe to the Patreon so I can afford to play Kerbal Space Program. We talked about Dune being pushed back and how we don't care, question mark. Do we care about that?
No.
Yeah, I don't really.
I mean, I'll probably end up seeing it.
I think we have to go see it. We should watch the original.
That's probably even worse than...
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
visually, it was nice. I just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
So...
I was talking to somebody at work about Dune, and how did it come? They were like, yeah, I didn't really like it. And I said, was it because you didn't know what was going on? It was too long and boring, and there were all these sci-fi names, but the main guy's name was Paul? And he went, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's the problem with the movie, I think, is that it's too long. You don't know what's happening.
I mean, I guess if you're a fan of that...
And the main
You
guy's name
probably
is
love
Paul. I think you got two Star Wars, the prequels for me, where it's just boring politics. Like, I don't care who's taking over what fucking planet. I want to see a fucking giant 7'2" dude dressed in full black leather blow up a fucking planet. That's what I want to see.
Maybe that'll happen in the sequel.
It fucking better. New streaming shows are coming to disc. So they announced that Prey was coming to a disc.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago, and then they also announced last week that a bunch of Disney Plus shows are coming to disc. So that's really cool. I'm gonna buy The Mandalorian probably. Seasons 1 and 2. I might buy Loki season 1. I don't know. It's one of those things where they're gonna be expensive as fuck. But if nobody buys them, then they'll stop doing it, and I don't want them to do that. So I might just buy them.
Year one sale's gonna prevent them from going under.
Maybe. One vote makes a difference, Jordan. And then I have one final question on my notes. Is the beach fun?
Is the beach fun?
Is the beach fun?
Like literally a beach?
Yeah.
Like just going to
What
the
are
beach?
your opinions on the beach?
Yeah, I love going to the beach.
Okay. Why?
It's just the smell and the sound of the waves. It's relaxing and also powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you feel like stuff in your life is it's like a stress relief to see like the power of the ocean and think about how small you are and that you shouldn't get caught up in all these other stupid little things. But you can, it's like this emotion that comes to you when you're at the ocean.
I hate the beach.
Why?
I don't like the smell.
You don't like the sea breeze?
No. I don't like that there's nothing to do.
You look at the ocean.
I can do that at home.
How? There's no ocean here.
Google.com. Pictures of the ocean. Safe search off.
You don't get the same sense.
I don't need it.
I always feel the most relaxed if I'm by the ocean. Like ideally I would live by the ocean.
I hate the ocean. I don't hate the ocean. I just hate the idea. One, I think there's two different things. I think there's going to a beach like Popham, which I do enjoy, because you can go and you can like look under rocks and find crabs. and you can, go explore and look at the forts and stuff. That's cool. Old Orchard Beach fucking sucks.
I'm not talking Old Orchard.
That's
You gotta
what
go
I'm
to like
saying. There's
Reed State or
Two
something.
different types of beach.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the beach where there's like exploring. You can go look at cool stuff and there's things to do. But like a touristy beach where all you do is sit there and look at the ocean and the sand, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't need like white sand beaches. I like
I want to go look under rocks.
I like the ocean when it's more of like around where
Wolf
like
Snake?
Maine is. Yeah.
Maybe I just don't like sand.
I think I'd still like a white sandy beach, but not as much as like the ocean in Maine.
Also, you can't swim up here. It's too cold.
Well, I would never swim in the ocean.
Yeah, you swam in the ocean once and you get stung by jellyfish, and now you vowed to never do it again.
I didn't vow to never do it again. We were at Martha's Vineyard where they filmed Jaws.
Yep.
And I found out that there was a great white that was swimming in those waters.
Yep.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
On top of getting stung by jellyfish. I don't like, I'm fascinated by the things that are in the ocean. I just don't want to be swimming around with them.
Right.
Maybe I would try cage diving if I really got my guts. But I don't know.
Would you do cage diving over something like bungee jumping or skydiving? Where is the limit for you in terms of
I would
thrills?
never do bungee jumping.
I'll bungee jump. I don't care.
I think you could, if I felt comfortable and I was with
You
very
wouldn't
professional
GoldenEye
people. No.
Why?
No, I said if I felt comfortable and I was with professional people, I would go cage diving over bungee jumping. I don't like heights. I don't like falling off stuff.
You wouldn't go skydiving then? Or is that so high that heights it doesn't really process?
That's what I was wondering. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of videos on paratroopers.
Do you want to go skydiving?
I don't know. I asked somebody about it because he was talking about it. It's this cashier, and I was like, "So, do you get nervous, or does this just not look real?" And then he said it's like you're only nervous when the plane's going up, but once you actually like see everything, you're like, "Oh, this is really pretty," and you just like don't get scared anymore. There's a place in Maine you can go and do it.
I'm sure. I'll go skydiving. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have no fears.
No fear of heights.
Not
Yeah,
afraid
you
of
told me
heights.
that.
Not afraid of the ocean.
Of swimming in the ocean? Yeah,
Nope.
you are.
Nope.
If you were in a sinking boat out in the
That's
middle
different.
of no, that's not different.
That is different.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is very different from being on the beach and swimming 30 feet out into the water.
No, I might do that,
That's swimming in the ocean.
but not if there's like sharks
Nobody's
and
fucking
shit.
swimming across the English Channel.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Sharks attack people in the first 30 feet of beach because that's where the people are.
Yeah.
It's like saying vending machine accidents happen in hotels. It's because that's where vending machines are.
Like I might, if I don't swim, I go out maybe up to past my knee in the water.
Snorkeling? You ever go snorkeling?
I might.
It's pretty fun.
I watch too many shark attack things.
Yeah. Punch them.
Hard, yeah. Well, once it's already got your arm in its mouth, it's kind of you can punch it. Your arm's still gonna be gone.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not always. People have gotten bit on the arm and had their arms still fine. Reattach it.
You ever heard of Rodney Fox?
Is that the guy? What's the shark that? What's the thing where they caught a shark and put it in a SeaWorld type thing, and then it threw up a guy's hand?
I've never heard that.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a video later.
I would. That's definitely something I'd watch.
Like it hit somebody in the face or something, and then the shark died. Like
It threw up a hand, like, and it hit somebody
I
in the
don't think
face.
so.
I don't see
it
that.
threw up, and then there was like a dude's hand.
Oh yeah.
And then they ran prints. They're like, oh, this guy, we're looking for this guy. We think he's a suspect in like a drug bust or something.
Oh, so like they just tossed him
They
in the
think
ocean.
it was a mob hit or something.
Okay, yeah.
And
Nice.
the shark found him and ate his hand. And then the shark was throwing up and then died.
Oh, poor Sharky.
Yeah. He thought he had a nice little meal there.
It is hot in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the red light.
Maybe. It's pretty
Makes
hot
you-
under the... I think it's these bright lights.
The studio lights. We are filming this in LA.
Right.
We should probably move out here so we don't have to fly first class every.
To LA.
Yeah. You know, kind of getting sick of the food
Of the LA food.
on the plane. First
the
class,
plane food?
the first class plane food,
Where they bring you like multiple course
and
dinners.
they like jerk you
Yeah,
off when
it's
you ask
terrible.
them and stuff. Yeah.
Well, so not a fan.
Do you want
of
to take
the-
my private jet next time or yours?
Actually, mine's in the shop.
Oh yeah, because of that incident.
Yeah, there was a couple stewardess that lost their lives, but like,
Yeah.
they weren't even like legal citizens really. So
Well, they were legal citizens of Cuba.
not of the U.S.
Well, at the time you were over international waters, because we
That's
actually
right,
we did
yeah.
fly the other way to get to LA.
What was the incident again?
You were trying to do a barrel roll because you thought you could do that thing with flight.
Because I was flying the plane.
You were trying to do flight.
Right.
And you did the barrel roll.
I was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
That movie is accurate,
Uh-huh.
despite he's not even the co-pilot. I'm not even supposed to be flying the plane.
No, you kicked your way in with a fire extinguisher.
Right.
That's
so,
actually how the people died, was trying to stop you. It wasn't related to the barrel roll. It was you killed them so that you could get into the cockpit.
yeah, it was like I pushed, and then it was like that fight movie where the head hits the bench.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't even know what
$1 million
movie that you don't have to.
baby
Yeah,
or whatever.
but like two people just, and then I was like, all right, land the plane, and then now it's sitting up in getting repairs.
Gotta scrub all the blood out.
Yep.
Gets into the luggage cargo bay and
Right.
never get the smell out.
There's also a seal flew into one of the engines there.
Yeah.
That caused a little bit of a problem.
It's weird. I think most planes are designed to survive bird strikes.
Not when it's multiple seagulls.
You didn't say multiple. You just said the one.
I said seagull.
That
Was like
there was no S.
it was like the size of 10 seagulls though.
Oh, okay. It was a super seagull.
Yeah. It might have been.
Was it a
What it-
paraglider?
It might have been. Look, it all happened so fast.
Was it Syndrome from The Incredibles?
It might have been. I don't know.
Get
It's
his
all a
cape stuck
blur.
in it.
It's all a blur.
Well, it would have been when you had done that much cocaine and
That's right.
been so drunk.
I'm basically like a Scarface pile of cocaine
Mm-hmm.
on my
You drank an entire minibar.
yeah, in the whole mini bar with and Denzel Washington was there with me.
Yeah, he just watched though. He didn't drink anything. He just held one of those little nips the entire time, didn't drink it.
Well, he kept placing it back on the thing, debating on whether he should drink it or not. And then he went, his hand came in slow motion, and it grabbed it.
Well, he
And
was
then-
going to grab it, but you snuck in there and took
Right.
it from him.
Yeah.
He was trying to get it away from you.
Yeah, Denzel Washington's actually like a really good friend of mine. You know, it's like
Well, he was before the slander.
right. Well, he hasn't talked to me since.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I used to call him up and be like, hey, Denzel Washington, how are you doing today?
Hey, DW.
Yeah, I was like, just watched Equalizer 2. That was a cool movie. Yeah.
How come we're not going to get a flight to where you're...
Yeah, I want a flight
it's
to.
more court cases.
He gets out of jail.
But then at the end, you stop 9/11 2.0. So they have to call you a hero.
There could be a plane, another one where he stops a terrorist attack
We could do like
by
a
doing
speed
by
2
doing
cruise
a barrel
control
roll. Yeah.
sort of situation where the first one
Fly the
and the
plane
second one are
inverted.
not related at all.
Okay, this is getting dumb.
This is getting dumb.
Let's just stop this.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we're signing off now.
Signing off.
This has been James and Jordan Talk to the Internet, Season 3, Episode 30. Like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe.
Fucking dislike for Jordan's hole in his shirt. Subscribe on Patreon. Patreon.com/JJTI 7-day free trial. Make sure you cancel your credit card though, because they will charge you for that.